my homosexuals? Get over here! We're in it. We're back. I'm here for it. I feel so much better. Now I know what you're thinking. Jake, it's only been a couple days. Oh, you guys are slanted, my bad. Let me straighten you out. So, I know what you're thinking. Jake, it's only been a couple days, and you were all concerned about your knee, and everything was feeling crazy. And I was like, yes, this is true. But turns out, I haven't really taken a break from the gym in, I want to say, a little over 2 years. Like, legitimately, I've looked back at my workouts, and unless I was like completely ill or really injured in some like small or heavy way, whatever, I haven't actually stopped working out. Because like even through injuries, I was still like doing isometric eccentric workouts and like trying to stretch everything. And throughout all that, I haven't really taken any days off. And this is all great, you know, I'm passionate, I'm consistent, I'm disciplined, I love it. You know, I gotta keep it going as long as my body will let it. But I'm kind of realizing that sometimes you kind of just need to chill out at home, you know? Take a couple of days and relax for once. It was surprisingly good mental health. Like, you know, the editing the videos is one thing, like that takes a while, but I still like doing it, you know? It wasn't really like a big strain on my day or anything. So, you know, color me surprised when after 4 days of just full resting, like, sure, I was still like stretching my knee a good bit and stretching my chest a good bit, but like nothing like I was doing in the gym. Like it was just like body weight, like stretching on the floor, just doing some basic ass shit. And look at me now, 4 days later, I feel ecstatic. I feel amazing. Ooh, I just cut some guy off. Oh, God. But yeah, I'm sorry, you guys keep slanting on me. I don't mean to make it weird or nothing. A little close. But whatever. I'm tripping over my words. I don't know how to express how happy I am that my knee feels just back at 100. Now, to be fair, we gotta temper ourselves. This is one of those things where you gotta throw expectation away and just hope for the best. I'm gonna ride this high as long as I can ride it, you know, as long as my knee and my body will give it to me. But realistically, there's a perfectly fine chance that I wake up in the morning feeling awful, you know? My knee might go back to the way it was. And what I have gathered from this experience is it's gold, you know? This, I could not be happier to have gone through an experience like this when it comes to my knee. And of course, people are never gonna wanna go through injury. It sucks, it's horrible. But really when I think about it, let's look at the facts. I squatted 445, no knee sleeves, no belt, raw, for 4 reps, pretty decently. Like I don't think I would have had another one in me, but it all moved really fast when I did it a couple months ago. And I didn't hurt my knee to the point where I couldn't lift. I was able to continue working out and continue stretching. And although 2 months feels like an insurmountable amount of time when you're trying to stick to a program and really keep consistent with the gym every single day, taking these past couple days off has been such a relief. Not because I don't want to go to the gym, but I realized that going to the gym when you're not physically able to do it, like I always say, makes the gym a negative influence on me. And that's the last thing I want to do, you know? If I'm in a position where I can't fully commit to the things that I'm the most passionate about, then you gotta like chill out and let your body come back, or just whatever you want to do hobby-wise that turns into passion. You gotta give your body and your mind a rest sometimes to build it back up or just fully actually recover, you know? Because I always say, I tell this to people all the time, and I haven't been injured in a long while, so I guess it may have just slipped my mind a little bit because I was pushing my knee a little too hard after I recovered last time. But you really shouldn't strength lift or go super hard on a program if you are in pain or if you are at risk of injury. You know, the amount of risk in the long term is so overwhelming when you really think about it. Because I say this to everybody, I want to live till I die. But let's just say I live till I'm about 40, you know? Because that's about the average age of people in the Olympics who stop, you know? I don't know, everybody's different. But let's just put a timestamp on it, 20 years. Dude, putting my knee at risk just to stay on one program at this small portion of time in my life for a month and a half, 2 months, is that worth 20 years, maybe more decades after that, of destroying my body without being able to come back and do what I love? No, of course it's not. You know, that's obvious when you say it out loud, but not enough people say it out loud, especially the people going through it, you know? And again, this is my experience to you guys. I always say take it with a grain of salt. This is why I'm learning still. Even though these are lessons I've already learned in the past, sure, there's sometimes you gotta relearn or reteach yourself what it truly means to be at 100%. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about my strength. I'm talking about how much I can commit and put my effort into this sport, you know? Today was so special because when it came to the snatch, the overhead squat, and the snatch pull, not once did my knee kick back at me. You know, I paused 225 for a 3-second pause of my knee. Like, what the fuck is that? Are you kidding me? I thought I was weak as shit. My knee felt like it was gonna melt off the other day because I was going too hard for a couple weeks and I didn't give it the full recovery that it deserved. And now look, day one, and again, it's day one, so we gotta temper our expectations. But day one, we're killing it. I didn't even feel like I pushed it that hard. 225 felt pretty comfortable, which is incredible on its own, you know? Especially with the overhead squat. That's what I was really afraid of, because my Olympic lifts have felt fine throughout this whole process for the most part. And so I was really worried about my squat variations, because that's where I hurt myself. And again, overhead squats, of course, are a lot lighter than actual back squats or front squats, but it's a step, you know? It's something. It's one little bit of give that I now have on my body and my mental state to where I can say, okay, we've made progress officially on recovering this injury. Officially. We're on the way up. This is what I'm fucking talking about. This is what I live for, you know? I can't express how important it is to really give yourself this kind of time and personal attention to what your body really needs, you know? And sometimes you really gotta listen to other people a little bit, you know? Not saying that you're not smart enough or you haven't gone through enough experiences. Like, you'd think me 3 years consistent, 7 years total of lifting down the road and doing Olympic for how many years, programming on my own and doing everything and recovering over and over until getting to this point, you'd think that I'm smart enough and I've got enough experience to just get through it on my own. But no, man. Anybody can be blinded, or even if, not even blinded, just sometimes it just doesn't work the way you think it is because your body's always changing. Same thing with programming. It's always one of those things where it's trial and error. And at any point in your life, even though I've had programs where I've made 30 pounds of progress in 1 month, just absolutely killing it, you know, I still got to the point where I did that program and it fell off just a few months later. You know, my body couldn't keep up with it because every day, every month, every year, whatever, your body, it's not that you get weaker, but your body changes to what it's capable of, you know? Even though I was fully capable of this not even 6 months ago, my body's a whole different ball game now. You know, I got a lot of different shit going on when it comes to how confident I am, where my mobility's at, my strength overall. I can't know until I've gone through a full program cycle with no pain, no hiccups, just doing it without worrying about the extra shit in between, you know? So either way, I know I ranted for a long time, but I gotta still let you know how I'm feeling. Physically. I think that I'm at a point where I don't truly know what's gonna happen. And that's okay. Life is ambiguous. You gotta run with it sometimes. And on top of that, you gotta enjoy it. You know, you gotta really give yourself room to have fun with the mystery that is going to happen to you. you know, because you can never predict or tell. So tomorrow might be a whole different ball game. You never know. But for today, 9.35. Felt really, really confident. And on top of that, mentally, I'll give it a 9.5 for sure. It was a really good day. It was honestly such a I felt like I was in a flow state, you know? Like the weights were just moving set after set. Like I thought I was gonna stop at snatch at 185. You know, why did the flashlight go out? Uh-oh. Hold on, I gotta check you guys. I don't know what happened. All right, I hope it didn't unfocus. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I don't know. Flashlight just went out. Not me. The ghost did it. But anyway, I feel great. You know, on top of every lift, just flowing one after another. I thought I was going to end at 185, and I just was killing it step by step. Every weight just felt more and more confident. You know, I think like 215, I had a little bit of a hiccup. I just like, my butt came up a little too fast on the catch. But dude, like I was locking out, I was getting under without, like, it didn't feel like I was pulling that hard, which is insane. You know, I was trying to do the fucking Klokov pauses on my snatches, and I felt great, you know? And especially the overhead squat. Like I specifically paused at 90 ass to grass and then 90 on the way back up again to isolate the ends of my quads, you know, where my quad tendons are, and no kickback whatsoever. I honestly felt it more in my shoulders than my legs, and I'm like, this is fucking phenomenal. This is what I needed, man. So I'm just relieved. And on top of that, I got to meet some new homies. Like, I can't explain to you how good life feels when not only am I trying my best, am I getting that good karma that I deserve and making progress on the things that I love, but also you just get to be surrounded by new people that are a new positive outlet in your daily life. It's amazing. It's amazing. It'll do something to you, man. The psyche of humans are so easily swayed by just a little bit of unobligational positivity, you know? So I'm running it. I'm loving life. I'm doing great. So tomorrow we will do clean and jerk and back squat. I'm gonna go really light on the clean and jerk for sure, because I want to isolate my back squat and see where that's at. Because again, we don't know. You never know. What would be really cool is if I could get to somewhere around 365 for like the pause kind of reps I was doing today. That's like really high up there kind of goal. I'm not gonna push it if it doesn't feel good. But for right now, I said it in the last video, but I'm true, even though the weights are heavier than I thought they were gonna be for what my body's allowing me to do, I gotta pace myself. You know, I gotta take my time and really let my body get accustomed to what this feels like again. So I'm gonna do at least this next week and maybe the week after that of just these kinds of workouts where we're not worrying about volume, we're not worrying about weights, we're not worrying about what kind of rep I'm doing. It's just whatever feels good in the moment for the sake of my recovery, you know? I wanted to do some pause type reps. I ended up doing long pauses, you know? I was thinking about doing full snatches and just sending it, but I was just like, you know what, I don't want to go too heavy, so let's just do some pause reps. Imagine what I could have thrown if I was just doing full snatches out the gate, just going crazy. Like, oh, I felt like I could have pause snatched 255 today, and I've never lifted above 255. But anyway, let me know how the lives and the lifts have been going. I love hearing about it. I know I'm rambling like a motherfucker right now, but I'm ecstatic. You know, I gotta spread this shit, because why else feel this good if I can't just fucking throw it at other people and hopefully spread this kind of feeling, you know? So just do what you can. If you're injured, maybe take a day or two, you know? Or more than that, you know? Truly allow yourself to just relax for once. Chill out, you know? You don't gotta put your body on the line every single day. You know, I had one of my close friends tell me that, and in the moment, I didn't really listen, and I am so glad that I ended up taking that kind of advice to heart in the end, you know? Although it may have been a little late, and I could have put myself at higher risk, I'm ecstatic to have had this form of experience that will make every lifting experience after this even easier to overcome. You know, I've never gone through a tendon injury before, so I'm truly grateful that I will be a better lifter every single day from now on, and have so much more knowledge, not only to apply to myself when I feel this way again, but to other people, you know? So that's all I got, you know? Thanks for sticking around. I'm gonna go shovel some fat food in my face, because I fucking deserve it, man. I ended up mixing coffee creamer in my mac and cheese because I forgot milk. It's fucking delicious. Not only is it thicker, but who knew a little bit of vanilla sweet tang on mac and cheese? It's pretty fucking good. So I'm gonna go eat some mac and cheese and chicken strips. Just enjoy myself. I'm gonna ride this high with a nice plate of Kraft mac and cheese and frozen chicken. I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. See ya.